Ever wondered how the FBI can spot a liar in seconds? What if I told you that you could use the same tricks without ever pointing a finger or ruining a relationship? Today, we're diving into the secret psychological weapons law enforcement uses to catch liars, and how you can wield them like a mind-reading pro. Lying isn't just about what someone says, it's in their timing, their words, even their tiny, barely noticeable movements. But here's the twist. The most obvious signs of deception are often completely misleading. That means people could be lying right in front of you, and you wouldn't even realize it. The first secret: a single question that can trap a liar before they even know what hit them. The FBI calls it a control question, and it works by creating a tiny, invisible baseline. Ask something simple and non-threatening, like, "What did you have for lunch today?" When they answer, you're not just listening to their words, you're observing their natural rhythm. This is their truth-telling pattern. Now, when you ask the real question, you compare their response to that baseline. The difference might be subtle, almost microscopic, but it's nearly impossible to fake if you know what you're looking for. And here's where it gets wild. The 5-second window. Studies show that the first 5 seconds of someone's response are the most honest. Why? Because the brain hasn't had time to cook up the lie yet. During those critical moments, watch carefully. You might spot hesitation, unnatural pauses, or even micro-expressions that betray their true thoughts before the fabricated story kicks in. But catching a liar isn't just about timing, it's about knowing what's normal for that person. This is called reading the baseline. Every person has a natural speech pattern, tone of voice, and set of gestures. When someone suddenly deviates from their norm, maybe they start touching their face, fidgeting nervously, or over-explaining a simple point, they're sending an unconscious signal. Something's off. Now, let's turn up the heat with the double trap. This technique is genius. You ask a question that requires 2 separate pieces of information. For example, what time did you leave the office, and who was the last person you spoke to? Liars have to juggle both parts in their mind, inventing 2 connected details at once. One slip, one contradiction between the 2 parts, and you've got them. It's like watching a magician fumble a trick right in front of you. Words are weapons, too. Certain phrases are almost always used to cover lies. Think about it. To be honest, actually, or I swear, these aren't proof of lying by themselves. But when paired with other signs we've discussed, they create a roadmap straight to the truth. Another big one is the topic dodge. When you notice someone constantly steering the conversation away from a specific subject, it's often a sign they're hiding something. The human brain hates focusing on uncomfortable truths, and avoidance is an instinct. Here's another FBI favorite: breaking focus. A simple, unexpected distraction, asking a totally unrelated question, pointing something out in the room, or just shifting your own posture can make a liar stumble. Their carefully constructed story can't withstand the disruption, and tiny cracks will start to appear in their narrative. Next up is the false detail test. You ask for a minor but specific detail about an event. For instance, what color was the car parked next to you? Liars often slip here. They'll either invent something that doesn't add up or overcomplicate the answer. The real trick is that genuine memories have consistent patterns, even in small details, while fabricated ones are often shaky. And for the grand finale, the timeline trap, ask someone to recount events in reverse chronological order. The brain struggles with this when lying because it's trying to recall a script backward, which is incredibly difficult. Liars often get lost, repeat themselves, or miss key steps. Truth tellers, on the other hand, can recall their actual experience with relative ease. It's a subtle but devastating psychological weapon. But here's the ultimate rule that beats every lie. Pay attention to clusters. One sign alone isn't proof. Someone might fidget because they're nervous, not because they're lying. But multiple signs together. A topic dodge followed by a verbal hedge combined with a change in their baseline behavior. That's when the liar is trapped without ever being accused. It's pattern recognition, human behavior decoding, and psychology all rolled into one invisible net. The takeaway: you don't need a badge or an interrogation room. With these tricks, you can read people's truth like the FBI, subtly and powerfully in everyday life. Next time someone's story seems off, trust your instincts, but now sharpened with science. The truth is hiding in plain sight, and you've just learned how to find it. Thanks for watching, and if you want more insights into human psychology, make sure to like and subscribe.